Hello and welcome once again. In this comparison project, we will be taking a look at PokerStars, the #1 rated site in terms of traffic, against Titan Poker, the #3 as it is on the iPoker network. PokerStars allows players from all over the world. Titan Poker only allows players from anywhere in the world, I suppose, except for the United States. PokerStars has a massive amount of traffic. This is during peak hours and during the WCOOP, the World Championship of Online Poker, so there's a lot of people here. And you have over 200,000 players on the site simultaneously. So there's a massive amount of traffic, which means there's a ton of games to choose from. There's a lot of tournaments, and then there's a lot of cash games. There's all sorts of weird games they have here, too. Some mixed games and some ongoing horse games, which are a lot of fun if you haven't checked those out. As well as Stud, Omaha, and, of course, Hold'em. You'll find that there's a ton of traffic at all of the stakes, especially the micro stakes. You'll be able to really work your way up in no time because the micro stakes players are terrible. But there is a word to the wise. Because there is a huge amount of traffic, it actually turns out that the best players do play at PokerStars. So the games tend to be a little tougher at some of the upper, low, and middle and up kind of stakes. Let's take a look at one of these high stakes table, and you'll see this is the classic view. Nothing spectacular, nothing really hugely aesthetically pleasing, but it works. A lot of people like the software here at PokerStars because it's very intuitive, it's easy to use, it never has any lag. And so because it's easy to use and there's a lot of functionality behind it, people rate it as, it's always in the argument of who has the best software. We'll take a look at the tourney tab, and there's ongoing satellites, all sorts of satellites for all sorts of the events going on at all times here at PokerStars. As you can see here, there's just a ton of things going on. We can just click on this and it just shows the registering and upcoming. It shows some of the major sit and goes, but the sit and go tab is right here and there's a billion. So no matter what you play, cash, tournament, sit and goes, you're going to find the game you want. The VIP systems here, it's good, it's really solid, and the support's email only, but they get back to you right away, and it's usually like an hour or two at most. So that's PokerStars, really the #1 rated site overall, not just in terms of traffic, probably overall satisfaction. So let's take a look at Titan Poker. This is the Titan Poker lobby, and over here is kind of the main area. Unfortunately, the lobby does not resize, so this is it. You're kind of stuck there. So that's kind of a, -1 there against PokerStars. And I don't necessarily think that the filters, if you click here and you look here, are as well laid out as PokerStars. So in terms of which lobby software is best, it really is PokerStars. Not to say Titan Poker is bad. It's good. It's laid out okay. You can find what you're looking for pretty well and pretty quick. You've got your cash table, sit and go, as well as all the other tournament stuff. There's lots to choose from here and lots of options. Let's take a look at maybe one of the higher stakes games. And you'll see a very traditional kind of laid out view. You've got your avatars, and you can there's a mini table view, which I'll click on real quick and bring over, which makes it real easy to massively multi-table if you're kind of into that sort of thing. Outside of that, there are options here, and there's a ton, from choosing your avatar, logging in, showing a 4-color deck. And the animation's actually quite smooth here, and I like the artwork for the deck. So there are some things to like here, but overall I think, I'm not quite sure how this compares to PokerStars in terms of is it better or not. I tend to like the PokerStars a little bit better, and that's the general consensus in the industry. We can take a look at, let's say, the sit and go tab, and you've got all sorts of stakes here. For you micro stakes people, there's a ton of things going on at all times. And there's always jackpot sit and goes and sort of special things going on. The E-Coup coming up, not there yet. But there's all sorts of cool stuff. In terms of tournaments, they don't have anywhere near the tournaments that PokerStars have in terms of the big money, like the Sunday Million, which always happens obviously every Sunday on PokerStars, $1 million prize pool, nothing like that. They have a monthly million here at Titan Poker on the iPoker network. But the good news is that the fields are a lot fishier, so you're giving up something in terms of the big buy-ins and getting something in terms of a worse player pool to make your way through. So overall, I think we see that PokerStars is definitely a superior site. not to say Titan Poker's weak in any means. It's a great site, a great place to play. But in terms of comparing the two, PokerStars is definitely the winner.